that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. For the Clippers, Plumlee comes in for Zubac. And Covington subbed in for Morris. Here's Conley, rejected by Westbrook.
Great defensive effort by Russell Westbrook. Terrific closeout ability.
George with it, now guarded by McDaniels. Outside Covington. It's blocked by Gobert. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And the Clippers with the ball. Here's George, and the jam by George.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Conley. Shot clock at 5. Back to Daniels. Puts up a 3. Drains the triple.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA. Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And that one's good. Covington.
Quick attack by Covington, not giving the defense a chance to get all over him.
And here's Edwards outside. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Tries the spin move. Pass to Towns. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The shot by Conley, no good.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
George's shot is off. The Timberwolves trail. From deep. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down. Leonard for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. Minnesota has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter.
Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
George passes to Leonard. Picked by Covington. To the inside. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Covington's got 5 points.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Now here's Conley. Here's Gobert. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Mason Plumlee. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
Now here's Westbrook. Looking for his first basket, still in this one.
Looking at his percentages over the years, Kawhi is an elite three-point shooter. I think Leonard deserves more credit for that.
A shot by Conley, no good.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And Minnesota has possession. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Edwards, the pass to Conley. Towns on a screen. Back to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Oh, George with a steal. Here we go. Here's Westbrook. Here's Leonard. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And Minnesota has possession. 9-point game. Westbrook against Conley. Will it go? Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Hard to stop Gobert on the dunk. His length gives him a clear path to the rim.
And there's the lob, and stolen by Gobert. Outside Edwards. Down low. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Los Angeles. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the 1.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. For 3, George drops in the 3. George has got 10 points.
I like how Paul George comes off the screen under control, right up into his shooting motion. Smooth.
Tipped. Here's Towns. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. From downtown, it's George on the wing. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter.
Russell Westbrook's ranks on the all-time list are incredible. He's in the top 100 for points, rebounds, assists, and steals. And don't forget, he's a triple-double king.
Now here's Towns. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Plumlee. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And with Westbrook, is there anyone you could see breaking his triple-double record?
Yeah, I think Luka Doncic has a chance. He's already in the top 10 on that list. He has a long career ahead of him. I remember thinking no one would break Oscar's record, but Russell did it.
Prince is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it to George. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And here's Edwards outside. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
George passes to Covington. And the Clippers miss again. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
I mean, he's extremely confident and aggressive. Rivers loves to take it up inside.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Back to Daniels. Pass to Prince. This one for 3. That shot off. And Los Angeles the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Westbrook, the pass to George. They get it back. Back to Westbrook. Fires the 3. Prince grabs the miss. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Edwards for 3. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Timeout called, the Clippers. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Batum's checked in for Covington. Norm Powell comes in for Leonard. Gordon, he's checked in for George. And it's Highland in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Gordon. Out to Powell. There's a minute 17 left in the first half. Looking to end the drought. And he slams it in one-handed.
All right, Batum still has some hops left in those legs.
Pass to Prince. No good there. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Highland. 51 seconds left in the first half of this one. Powell with it. Here's Highland. McDaniels covering. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, BA.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Rivers. So for the Clippers, 26 seconds left in the second quarter.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
So for the Clippers, Norman Powell, he's checked in for Leonard, and it's Highland in for Westbrook. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Conley. Drills it from deep. 5 points in the game. 19 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Conley. Outside Anderson. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Clippers ahead. They're up by 5. Thanks very much, Allie.
The Clippers, 32.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George has been sensational.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
Edwards and Anderson fill out the perimeter. Rudy Gobert is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Conley in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. It's tipped. Ooh, Morris with a steal. On the wing man. Takes a three. Ball stolen. Outside Anderson to the paint. Here's Prince. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
And stolen by Gobert. Pass to Edwards. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Outside, Anderson. To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Gobert, no good.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
To the wing, right side. And stolen by Edwards. For three, Conley knocks down the triple. Conley's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And this is something Conley's worked on since entering the league, his ability to stretch the floor.
Here's Mann. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Minnesota in the lead. And here's Edwards outside. Pass to Prince. Let's go with a three. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Morris outside. Connects from downtown.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Picked by Prince. There's the three. Anderson inside. Working on Powell. Count it. Good.
Way to convert through contact. Kyle with excellent body control.
Powell outside. Pass to Zubac. The kick out to Morris. Lots of room. And there's another one for the Clippers.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
It's Powell on the wing. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Off the catch, Norman Powell is quick to move the ball into his shot pocket.
Prince can't hit. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Zubac with a screen on Anderson. Highland. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
No problems knocking that one down. Prince has got 6 points in the quarter.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Back to Conley. Here's the three. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Edwards can't hit. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Pass to Morris. Here's Mann. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. For the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard's checked in. For Powell. George comes in for Mann, and it's Russell Westbrook in for Highland. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Pass to Gobert. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside Edwards. He drops it from range. Edwards has got 13 now.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
The kick out to Morris. The three. Edwards pulls it in, and Minnesota calls time here. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, then he can pull off the spectacular.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Ooh, poked away. 6 to shoot. Here's Anderson. And here's Zubac. George outside. Inside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Here's Prince. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
And the dunk by Leonard.
Look at the handles by Kawhi Leonard. He has worked on that part of his game. He has his defender on skates.
To the inside. Pass to Prince. Outside Edwards. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Count it.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Prince. McDaniels comes in for Anderson. And Rivers is subbed in for Mike Conley. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Plumlee's checked in. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He complimented the three-point shooting. He said, quote, "It's one thing to get the look, it's another to bury it. I believe in you guys. I think you've got this game on lock. Let's go out there and let's take this. Guys."
Thank you for that, Allie. George against Edwards. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
We know he prefers to shoot off the pull-up, but Westbrook's showing he's capable in the catch-and-shoot situation.
Kept alive. Here's Gobert. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
He got the ball in perfect position, went up over the smaller defender, and laid it in for a big bucket.
Pass to Westbrook. George for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Left side, Edwards. Over to the left wing. Gobert inside. Guarded by Morris. Pulls it. He goes up again. And Gobert finishes inside. And now just a 3-point Clipper lead.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Plumlee finds Leonard. On target from range. Leonard's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in. Westbrook outside. Pass to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Westbrook against Conley. And we've got 1:18 left in the game. Here's McDaniels. Clock at 4. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook. That shot wide open.
All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
Morris outside. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. Just couldn't hit it.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
George passes to Westbrook. Kicks it to George. Morris, right side. Jacks up a three. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Here's McDaniels.
Yes! Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
First team foul.
This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker.
Yeah, I'm sure the haters are grinning at home. Here's Westbrook's chance to silence them all.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. 23 seconds left in the game. All right, guys, what's your take?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
They also need to get the best shot you can as quickly as you can, and then immediately foul.
Leonard finds Morris. Back to Leonard. Morris outside. Over Towns. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
I smack clowns with mad style.
rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Nice shot by Brooks.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
And the shot is good.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Morant with a wide open look. No good on the triple. Stolen by Jackson, and Adams kicks to Jackson. Hits it from three-point range.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now Jackson, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Out to Brooks, fires from deep, hands it from downtown. Brooks has got 6 points.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Towns wide open, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Conley, following the miss shot by Jaren Jackson. Out to the wing. Inside, here's Towns, and Adams sends it back.
This is one of the toughest bigs in the league. Steven Adams challenging opponents defensively. Nicely done.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And they get it back. Shooting the foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Memphis.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Now, here's Bain. Pass to Adams. 6 on the shot clock. Bain drives in. The second chance effort. And Adams with the slam.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
Towns, rebounded by Jackson.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Brooks outside. Jackson down low, working on McDaniels. That shot, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. Out to Conley. Outside Edwards. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Morant with it, working on McDaniels, and it's good for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
On the wing, Bain. Jackson a screen on Edwards. Bain, no good. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 1.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
From outside, off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Morant. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Out to Conley. Launches it. It's rebounded by Memphis. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant with the ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Both free throws good from Morant. And the Timberwolves with possession here. There's the 3. It's stolen by Adams. Morant outside. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Grizzlies out in front, up by 1. From Target Center, back in a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Memphis leading.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Ja Morant, he's out there with Kennard, and it's Clark in at the 5, down low. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Jackson finds Kennard. 3-pointer, bangs home the trifecta. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Fires for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Jackson, and McDaniels with the block. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. So it's the Grizzlies now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. There's Jackson with the 3.
You can see with the contest right there that defensively Towns arrived in the NBA prepared to make an impact.
Conley for 3. Here's Edwards. Here's the drive.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Morant looking around. Kicks it to Jackson. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
From the arc, Conley finds McDaniel. And yes, it's good. McDaniel's got 5 now.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Clark sets a screen for Brooks. Clark outside. Kennard on the wing. He's got 9. From deep, just 5 on the clock. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Here's Gobert. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive, and finishing strong.
Morant with it, working on McDaniels.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Conley for three, and slam dunk by Gobert.
But terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
Here's Morant. Oh,
Goodness. And how about that instant response? Don't try to throw down on his team. It just gets them fired up.
and that's the result. They launch an assault on the basket.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy could do anything.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Conley kicks to Towns. Here's Edwards. Takes it.
Oh, a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Jones, the pass to Adams. Adams with the screen on Conley. Outside, Jones to the left wing. Passes it to Kennard. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Outside, Bain. Here's Eldorado. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's McDaniels. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close.
The previous play is under review.
We're heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And now that we've gotten a chance to see it in slow-mo, I think the ruling has to be that he did not.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And so it's Memphis. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And the Grizzlies leading by 9.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Rivers in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And the pass to Towns. Tries again. And the layup's good off the glass. Towns has got his second bucket tonight.
Exactly what you love to see from Cat. That aggressiveness, that assertiveness on the backboards.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year. And then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Some changes for Minnesota. Taurean Prince comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anderson in for McDaniels.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team. And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Brooks with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target. Brooks has got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies. Edwards against Bain. Back to Edwards. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks from outside. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. A 12-point game. Gobert down low. Adams defending. Anderson dishes to Gobert. Pass to Rivers. 5 to shoot. He kicks to Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one's on Morant.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Luke Kennard comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Morant. And stolen by Prince. Drives to the hoop. For 3, Edwards. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, Anthony Edwards has proven to be capable from any spot on the floor. That time he hits you with the three-point shot. Okay, Anthony.
Jones kicks to Kennard. Pass to Adams. Back to Kennard. On the clock. Here's Eldorado. And again, Memphis no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Prince, the pass to Edwards. Back to Prince. Tries the spin move. Edwards against Kennard. Prince wide open. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
Here's Eldorado, guarded by Prince. Eldorado gets the bucket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Edwards finds Prince. No good on the 3.
Minnesota foul. Austin Rivers.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And at the charity stripe a season ago, he didn't miss many. 90% on the year.
Well, shooting will always have its place in the modern NBA. Kennard, big-time value because he shoots at about 40% from deep.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Jones with it. Guarded now by Prince. Jones, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 6. Edwards looking it over. Prince outside. Rivers gets a wide open look. They get it again. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Here's Eldorado. Pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. And another miss by Memphis. Here's Minnesota. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Over in the corner, Edwards. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Memphis shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he makes the first.
Shooting from Memphis, Desmond Bain.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Edwards. It's blocked.
Rejected by Brooks. Part of why he's stuck as a second rounder. Dylan gives great effort on defense.
And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Morant. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside for Jackson. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. Clock at 6. Rivers kicks to Anderson. Over Brooks. It's stolen by Adams. Morant with it. Picked up by Edwards. To the paint. Gobert with the block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
Jackson, a screen on Edwards. And it's Brooks in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. There's the feed to Jackson.
Now defensively, the way Taurean Prince works and gets after it, he knows he's going to get opportunities, and he has responded.
Outside Edwards. Prince in the corner. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Kicks to Jackson. Here's Adams. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. It's deflected. Minnesota again turning it over.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Morant outside. The pass to Jackson. Brooks setting the pick for Jackson. It's Brooks on the wing. In the corner, it's Bain. And another miss by Memphis. Timberwolves trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Edwards with the stuff.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
And a wide open look for Bain. Misses the 3. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Edwards passes to Prince. Off target on the 15-footer. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Morant kicks to Bain. Offensive rebound. And Adams with the slam.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
Back to Edwards. Driving inside. And Edwards with the stuff.
And guys, it doesn't matter who you're rooting for. You've got to appreciate a reverse jam like that.
Greg, those kinds of dunks are how reputations are built.
Yes.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Towns is checked in for Taurean Prince. McDaniels comes in for Anderson. And it's Conley in for Rivers. Brooks finds Bain.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson passes to Morant. Shoots over McDaniel. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Timberwolves trail by 6. There's Gobert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
Boy, wreaking havoc with his size down there. The stifle power. Rudy Gobert, assertive. My goodness.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Memphis making a change here. Kennard's checked in. And here's Conley outside. Here's Gobert. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 15 rebounds. And here's Morant. Kennard on the wing. Morant with it. Working on McDaniels. Jackson kicks to Morant. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
So he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Brooks.
Brooks knows what's at stake here. No time to panic. Just give this everything you've got.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
You know, tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Edwards finds Towns from outside the arc. Here's Gobert. Yes!
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
15 seconds left in the game. Morant outside. And it's Brooks in the corner, and it's a defensive 3-second violation.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Dylan Brooks.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Morant with it. So it's Memphis picking up the win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg
Squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Jackson. That shot off the mark. And Los Angeles the other way now. Westbrook, the pass to Covington. That shot, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
It's stolen by Leonard. And it's the Clippers on the break. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Now here's Morant. Jackson on the wing, and stolen by Covington. And they're on the break. And the basket by Plumlee.
Trying to keep up with Plumlee as a big in the open floor, something tough to do. Got the separation he needed. I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Kicks it to George from deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Now here's Brooks. Pass to Bain. Launches it. Counted from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And George gets it to go on the assist by Westbrook.
Westbrook quick to find the open man that time.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And here are the Clippers now. After the basket by Memphis. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Covington. Now Plumlee. It's George on the wing. Plumlee, a screen on Bain. George passes to Plumlee, kicks it out to Westbrook from deep. Leonard outside. Nails it from 3. Leonard's got 8 points.
Consistent shooter from all 3 levels. Kawhi Leonard, the first option they typically look for, and for very good reason.
Now here's Morant. Jackson outside. Outside Bain. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Jackson.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Nice shot by George. George has got his second bucket of the night.
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through and takes on the contact.
Bain finds Adams. On the wing, Brooks. Lets it go from deep. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now. Westbrook left side. Pass to Plumlee. Here's George. 35 seconds left in the first. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside Morant, and here's Adams. He's checked by Plumlee. Adams, the pass to Bane. Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Leonard, left side. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And Kawhi getting up that time, just owning all the airspace around the rim.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Clippers. He put together Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Covington. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Launches a 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists tonight.
And Covington knows this is a big part of his role to knock down threes.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Kennard doesn't take a lot of mid-range jumpers, but he's efficient.
Leonard on the take. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And look at those moves in the post and the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. Now here's Kennard. Back to Jones. Pass to Kennard. Lets it go from 11. Paul George pulls it in. Well, Los Angeles shooting 64% for the game. Amazing. Westbrook outside. And he drives in. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
You settle in and you watch the show coming from Kawhi as he's filling it up and doing it in a lot of ways.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Jackson. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Westbrook finds Leonard. The 3 is up. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assists. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Batum is checked in for Covington. Norm Powell comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Gordon, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Highland in for Westbrook. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Clark is checked in for Adams. Bane comes in for Brooks. Williams is checked in for Kennard. And it's Morant in for Jones. And Brent, we hear talk about teams finding their identity. For those that don't know, can you break down what that really means?
Well, one of the key things, BA, is you come out of a training camp in any given year. You're trying to find the right rotation of players and combinations of players that's going to establish what it is that you're capable of doing. And 30 games into the season, that identity can start to show itself. Great coaches in the league will adapt to the things that they're seeing from their rosters to give them the best chance to win.
Here's Highland. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Williams with it. Checked by Gordon. Jackson for 3. Oh, Clark with the slam.
adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Powell passes to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. But B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Gordon finds Powell. To the wing on the left. Fires for three. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Great job by Norman Powell off the catch.
The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Morant, the pass to Jackson. The kick out to Williams. Up top, Morant. Nice move. And then Morant with the dunk.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Highland, pounded by Morant. Out to Gordon. 4-3. Fires in the triple. Gordon's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they run the pick and roll right there to perfection as Gordon gets the shot to go.
From deep, Morant gets the 3 to fall.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. We've got Brandon Clark. Dylan Brooks is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Williams in at the 2. Left side, Williams. Outside for Morant. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Here's Mann. Covington, a screen on Williams. Out to Covington. To the paint. And stolen by Williams. About a minute played here in the second half. Aldama misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. It's Powell on the wing. Brooks defending. And the basket by Highland. And the Clippers lead by 13.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man. Yeah, everybody knows that Bones nickname is going to stick for quite a while, but don't let it fool you. This guy is not afraid to take it inside and challenge bigger defenders.
Here's Plumlee. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And with Highland, the fearlessness he brings. It's what makes the fans love him, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., I like the Bones nickname, by the way, but this energy, it's infectious, and that's what Bones brings to the game. And when he gets hot, this guy tends to stay hot for a long time.
From deep, Morant. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive. Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. On Robert Covington.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
For the Clippers, Leonard's checked in for Powell. George comes in for Mann, and it's Russell Westbrook in for Highland. George for three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Clark outside. Clark with a screen on Plumlee. Morant, the pass to Brooks. He shoots it. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Back to Leonard. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
For three, Covington. And he can't get that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Williams passes to Brooks. From the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Williams against George. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Right side, Covington. Pass to Leonard. Back to Covington. Here's Plumlee. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Now Morant. 16 points for him. Here's Aldama. For three. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Memphis.
A guy who keeps to himself quite a bit. Kawhi Leonard more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor.
Here's Aldama. Outside Baines. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Back to Covington. From deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Covington's got 6.
Well, he's letting the defense know that he can do it from that kind of distance. Covington knocking it in.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers liking their chances, ending the quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. He pulls it. Kicks it to George. Pass to Covington from deep three-point range. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 4 assists now tonight. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
Knocks it down from distance.
And it'll be interesting. Will they start calling Covington's number offensively the way he's going?
From deep, Bane. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Covington's got 4 rebounds now. George has the open look. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Covington finds Leonard. Westbrook with it. Kicks it to George. And stolen by Williams. Brooks with it. Guarded now by George. And another miss by Memphis. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on an 11-2 run. Pass to Plumlee. Lets the 3 fly. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the 3-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Now here's Leonard. Double team on Leonard. Offensive rebound. It's George on the wing. Williams defending from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now here's George.
2 minutes.
And George with the jam.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
The Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. Clark finds Brooks. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Williams against George. Plumlee passes to George. Plumlee a screen. George with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
A big group substitution here for Memphis. Steven Adams checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Aldama. Conchar, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Kennard in for Williams. Now here's Bane. No good with the triple.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Clippers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
On offense, here are the Clippers. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. The quick look, no good that time. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Here's Conchar. Up top, Jackson. From behind the arc. Plumlee pulls down the board. Here are the Clippers. They're on a 19-4 run. Kicks it out to Westbrook. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going fully on display here.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks, for Allie LaForte.
I smack clowns with mad style.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Now McDaniels, after Rudy Gobert missing on that last three-pointer. Just 5 on the clock.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's George. Michael Conley making his last shot. Leonard on the wing. Edwards defending. Leonard against Edwards. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Down low, here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Paul George has such confidence in his three-point shot now. It's almost like he expects them all to go in.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Here is Plumlee after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. Takes it out to Covington. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
How about the alertness of Covington? I mean, sensing the separation from the defense and then cashing in on that space that was created.
Now here's Towns. Out to the wing. McDaniels finds Towns. Towns is doubled. Gobert in the corner. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Outside Westbrook. Jacks up a three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Conley the pass to McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
The Clippers trail. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently.
You know, Russ's aggressive attitude, always in attack mode, simply invites contact.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Now here's Gobert. Shot clock at 5. Edwards dishes to Towns. Good D by Covington.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
I tell you, George is an amazing athlete. He's got great speed, and when he's in the open court running the break, that's a scary look for the defense.
Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 14-4 run. Leonard, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Oh,
doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now, here's Covington. Here's Westbrook. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game.
Known for racking up triple-doubles, Westbrook continues to pile up incredible numbers. I mean, his intensity on a nightly basis is absolutely insane.
Edwards, that's good.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
One of the great athletes in the league, and there are a bunch of them, but he's at the top of the list. Ferocity on that throwdown from Paul George.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Los Angeles. He finishes. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
So on the floor for Minnesota, hiding in at the wing. Oh!
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Leonard kicks to George. And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, I'd like to have both skill and athleticism. But skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
Edwards looking it over to the inside. Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. No good that time. And Minnesota now the other way. It's Rivers on the wing. The three. The Clippers grab the miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Covington setting the pick for George. That doesn't go either for George. Timberwolves trail by 6. Into the lane. Prince against Covington. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. Los Angeles leading by 6. And a foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Rivers bounce pass. Covington with the steal for the finish. And finished off by Westbrook.
Boy, one of the things about Covington is that his length bothers the opposing players. I mean, he's somebody that takes defense seriously and looks to pilfer the ball whenever he can.
Outside Edwards. Prince in the corner. Good D by Covington. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Leonard with no one around. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Strong to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Rivers kicks to Edwards. There's the triple. And it's rebounded by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Westbrook passes to George. Now here's Plumlee. And here's Leonard from three. Sinks the triple. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Prince wide open. Offensive rebound. Gobert out to Edwards. Over Plumlee. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Los Angeles leading by 12. Driving the lane. Here's Mann. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. The pass to Reed. Shoots the three. Rebound by the Clippers. Pass to Zubac. Here's Mann. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Another miss by Minnesota. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
A three, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Here's Reed. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the... Okay, David, much appreciated.
The Timberwolves, 21.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Mann in at the 2.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Towns wide open. The three-pointer no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Highland's shot is good.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Towns up top. And here's Conley outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Conley's got 5 points so far.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Passes to Highland. Anderson against Powell. 5 to shoot. Morris passes to Powell. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Oh, and here comes Conley all alone. Towns, he's open. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Towns has got his second basket of the night.
You know, with his three-point shooting and inside scoring ability, I think that's the key shot for Towns, the in-between mid-range shot, and he's pretty much unguardable when he's knocking that down.
Here's Highland, covered by Conley. Highland passes to Morris. Here's Highland. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Mike Conley with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Noel passes to Conley. Here's Reed. And they recover it. Pass to Noel. And a miss there on the triple. Los Angeles leading by 22. And again, no good by the Clippers. He kicks it to Conley. Three-pointer. Towns for 3. Nailed from three-point land. He has 7.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
And there's the pass to Reed. Fires the 3. A shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. From deep three-point range, man can't hit.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And, you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Bones Highland. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:41 left here in the third quarter. Conley's shot is off.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And the wide open shot from Morris. No good from outside. The Timberwolves have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Towns for 3. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And Los Angeles with some changes.
Substitution on the court.
For Los Angeles, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. That 3 off the mark. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. Dishes to Towns. Offline with his 3. CLA's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. George dishes to Plumlee. Westbrook wide open. He fires. And again, no good by the Clippers. And Anderson kicks to Reed. Back to Anderson. Launches a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the shot goes in.
Early in his career, Leonard wouldn't take those shots. Now he's got the confidence to pull up off the dribble.
The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Taurean Prince comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Noel. Knocked away. Edwards finds Prince. Takes a 3. Beyond the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. On the wing, George. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Taurean Prince is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Conley the pass to McDaniels. Lets it go with a 3. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
3 points.
Conley's got 6 assists in the game. Conley against Westbrook. Plumlee with a screen on Conley. Kicks it out to Leonard. In Westbrook, here we go.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. And here's George. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
First team.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Launches it. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
It's stolen by Edwards. And here's the fast break from deep. Prince. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. A 3 from Leonard. Good on the three-point shot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Westbrook passes to Leonard. Another one falls for the Clippers. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Covington wide open. He fires. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. 3-pointer. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Conley. Outside Edwards. It's Prince on the wing. And he's good on the 3-ball. Prince has got 9 points here in the 2nd half.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside, George makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And the Clippers lead by 21. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Out to the right wing. Here's McDaniels. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Los Angeles leading by 21. Pass to George. There's the triple. Drills it from outside.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Robert Covington.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Kicks it out to Leonard. To the middle. George looking over the floor. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Minnesota basketball.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. McDaniels dishes to Conley. Outside Edwards. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Offensive rebound. Prince outside. Good on the triple.
Every now and then, Prince will simply go off. He's been a focal point of this offense tonight.
Outside Covington. Pass to George. The tray. He can't get it to go. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.
I smack clowns with mad style.
when guards take a back seat, Richard.
Times have changed. Front courts used to dominate the game. I remember in the 90s when it was Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing. That's when the game was dominated by bigs. But then once spacing happened, now tonight it looks like an old 90s basketball game.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at point.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Jackson finds Morant. From outside, off the mark. Now the Timberwolves with it. McDaniels from long range. Offensive board. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start.
Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Edwards for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. Jaren Jackson picks one up. Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face, yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
First one falls for him. Good on the second one.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Towns. It's good.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
A step back shot. And it's Memphis with another.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Conley. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Outside for Morant. Puts it up from the high post. And that one's good. Morant's got his third basket on the night right there.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Towns for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
Such an effective big man. Towns isn't just a post-up threat. He can hurt you off the catch.
Now here's Bane. Jackson, the pass to Brooks. Releases. It's wide right, hits off the rim. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 7 and looking good to the middle. Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Brooks. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Conley passes to McDaniels. That three's off the mark. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Pass to Adams. Brooks outside. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Oh, neither of these teams can miss. At the same time, neither is playing a ton of defense either.
Conley passes to Towns. 50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Unloads. Tries again. And the layup is good. Towns has got 9.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
Bain, the pass to Adams. And here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And that one's good from Conley.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Jackson, the screen from deep. Bain. The shot comes out. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up 2. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Desmond Bain is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Kennard in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Gobert finds Conley. Now here's McDaniels. Up and over Kennard. McDaniels can't hit. Clark with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Jackson can't get it to go. The Timberwolves trail. And Edwards slams it in.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now here's Jones. Takes the 3, sinks it from distance. Jones has got 6 points in the quarter. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Conley against Jones. Outside Conley, 5 on the clock. Here's Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
Now here's Jones. 6 points for him. Kennard on the wing. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Greg.
Yeah, you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Clark. Here's Jones. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
For 3, Conley. Clark grabs the board. For Memphis, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. And here's Kennard. Outside Jones. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Mike Conley.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Williams comes in for Bain. Conley finds Towns. Let's go with a 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
3.
Conley's got 6 assists here tonight.
A former #1 pick, Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
Here's Kennard. Cash money on the open jump shot. Kennard's gotten his first bucket of the night. And what you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple, solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Aldama. Clark with a screen on Towns. Kennard with it. Over Edwards. Kennard can't get it to go.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
To the left wing. Towns on a screen. And no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Memphis. And the free throw, no good. A line change here for Memphis. Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves. Rivers comes in for Mike Conley.
Substitution on the court.
Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Moran against McDaniels. And it's Moran off the drive. Moran with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Here's Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Williams comes in for Desmond Bane. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Memphis has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Down low. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Edwards for 3. For 3. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Memphis leading. Pass to Brooks. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
And so it's Memphis closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So for Minnesota right now, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Taurean Prince is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Rivers in at the point guard position. Here's Edwards. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Adams grabs the miss.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, better finish it.
Pass to Moran. Here's Aldama. Williams on the wing. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Rivers. Williams defending. Prince. Three-pointer, no good. Well, Memphis shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. Adams with a screen on McDaniels. Morant, the pass to Adams. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Timberwolves shooting an efficient 57% tonight. the arc. Outside McDaniels. Picked by Gobert. 5 to shoot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Ja Morant picks one up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
The first one falls. Bane, he's checked in for Memphis. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Adams up top. Here's Aldama. Pass to Moran. They set the pick. Outside for Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Leaner from distance. And that one hits the back iron.
I understand why he pulled up for the leaner right there, but the defense adjusted to that very well.
Back to Rivers. Here's Edwards. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson is checked in. Edwards against Bane. And Edwards slams it in.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Bane against McDaniels. And here's Morant outside. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid, but when he's this setup, it's outstanding.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clark comes in for Adams, and it's Jones in for Morant. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Clark outside. Pass to Bane. The 3 is up. Minnesota with a rebound.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
2 minutes remaining.
On the wing, Rivers. Guarded by Bane. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Now here's Bane. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. It's Edwards with a drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. The first free throw is good. Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Rivers. Memphis has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Right side Jones. Clark with the screen. Here's Bane. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
The Grizzlies have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Jackson, the pass to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Bane against Edwards. Pass to Anderson. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Bane. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Clark. Pass to Bane. Shot clock at 6. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
It's the size of Jackson Jr. that is so hard to match up with. This is why defenders are just forced to foul him.
And so Jackson nails both of them. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Edwards. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Jackson for three. Edwards pulls it in. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Grizzlies out in front, up 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you.
Please give a big round of applause.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
Quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Brandon Clark out there with Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, it looks like somebody came out this half on a mission. And his intensity on offense, it's been fun to watch.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Adams checked in for Clark. Desmond Bane comes in for Kennard. And it's Morant in for Jones. Outside for Morant. Jackson against Anderson. Jackson, the pass to Adams. Just 5 on the clock. And then Morant with the dunk.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Reed to screen on Morant. Pass to Reed. Left side, Edwards. Here's Prince. And stolen by Bane. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Grizzlies. The free throw dropped for Brooks. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Noel. Moran against McDaniels. Now here's Brooks. He's closely guarded. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot. And will go to the line.
Defensive foul. Mine.
Here's Conley. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Reed to screen on Bane. It's Edwards with a drive.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Outside Bane. And it's off from three-point range.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try to push through it.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
And it's Moran off the drive, and he gets it to go. Morant's got 9 points here in the second half.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I could sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
And he gets that one. McDaniels got his first points of the game.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
McDaniels against Moran. Outside Bane. Pass to Moran. There's the three. Hits the trifecta. Morant's got 25 points.
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion. Man.
Conley passes to Reed. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
On the wing, Bane. Back to Morant. Pass to Jackson. foul on Steven Adams. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Reed, a screen on Payne. Here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert comes in for Reed. And Towns is subbed in for Anderson.
In a tight game, he is exactly who he wanted at the line.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Pulls up. Rebound Minnesota. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns. Back to Daniels. Stolen by Jackson. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
No shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Bane. Not going to go that time. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Brooks. Count it!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Morant into the lane. Yeah!
Massive points from Morant, the leader of this team, willing to take the big shots.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. On the take. Conley passes to Edwards. First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
Outside Bane. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Good from downtown! What a shot! But they may take a second look at it. Boy, that was close. And hang on.
The previous play is
They want to see if the horn had sounded before the ball left his hands. This one isn't over yet, folks. They may get a second chance here. If it's overturned, we're going to go to overtime.
I have to admit, it's really difficult to decipher exactly what happened. They'll go to the monitors as this is a big call.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
Now it looks like this is not over. The shot will count, and we are headed to overtime. And time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Bane against Edwards. Brooks outside. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Towns for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Bane, pass to Adams. Takes a step back to take the lead. Kicks it out to Jackson. Clock at 6. Back to Morant. Jackson, the screen. To the paint. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled. VA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And here's Morant outside. Minnesota in the lead. And Edwards slams it in.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stop down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one. He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Gobert passes to Towns. Goes back up. The kick out to Conley. Now a timeout called by Minnesota. They're ahead by 2. There's a minute 26 left in the first overtime period. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Towns down low. Adams covering. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams.
And pretty reliable from the stripe. Cat accepts the responsibility of stepping up in these spots.
And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 3-point lead. For Memphis, they've gotten 2 of 4 attempts to go in OT. Jackson with a screen on McDaniels. Pass to Jackson. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Towns has got 19 points. McDaniels against Morant. Money!
That's the definition of clutch. Hitting the big-time shot on a bigger opponent.
He's got to take that shot no matter who's on him. He wants the ball in these situations.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Morant finds Adams. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
You know, if you're a center in this league and you're on the floor at the end of games, teams will target you if you can't make free throws.
2 shots.
And he's able to hit the second one, and that brings it within 2 here.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. Pass to Towns. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Oh, misses the dunk. Outside Conley. From deep, misses. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. They escape with the W.
Smack clowns with mad style.
As we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts, and you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Huddling out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at point guard. Now, here's Covington. It's Covington on the wing. And the three ball is good.
This is what Covington does, a confident three-point shooter.
Morant looking around. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morant. 5 on the clock. And finished off by Morant.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. Ja Morant's a reliable finisher.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, he emerges from Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a three.
Now, here's Bane. Jackson finds Bane. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Leonard the pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Good work there as it goes.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Morant outside. Here's Adams. Kicks it to Jackson. Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. George with the ball. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Morant with the steal. Adams outside. Back to Morant. Good, nice job down low. Morant's got 6.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Basket good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Morant outside. They get it back. Outside for Jackson. Takes the 3. Trains the three-pointer.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
Now here's Leonard. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. To the inside. And the dunk by Covington.
Sky high, one of his advantages as an undersized 4.
Memphis trailing here. Morant outside. Down low. Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Nobody near George. And the 3 off target. Jackson from long range. That shot missing. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. George finds Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. The kick out to Westbrook. It's Covington on the wing. Outside Leonard. Plumlee with the screen. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Covington.
Looking at his percentages over the years, Kawhi is an elite three-point shooter. I think Leonard deserves more credit for that.
Now, here's Bane. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Leonard dishes to Plumlee. Outside, George. Plumlee with a screen on Bane. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Brooks. Bane kicks to Brooks. Screen by Adams from downtown. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
George passes to Plumlee. Kicks it out to Leonard. Over Brooks. It's a tie game in Memphis. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action.
Please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And Covington sends it back.
Robert Covington doing big man things tonight.
That shot wide open. George has got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Kick out to Adams. Plumlee with the steal. One-on-one here. A 3 from Leonard. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. And for Memphis, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. To the left side wing. Stolen by Westbrook. George with the ball. Now defended by Bane. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. Covington against Adams. Covington kicks to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And then Leonard with the dunk.
That was with force by Kawhi. Dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. They get a hand on it. And Adams kicks to Bane. Adams, the pass to Bane. Now, here's Morant for 3. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Nice stroke by Morant. You love to see him drain the 3 a little bit more.
Covington finds George. It's up a 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. Now the Clippers moving it up. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
Here's Morant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
And the second free throw, good. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
And that one's good, George.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Now here's Morant. 10 points for him.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Brooks against Westbrook. It's Covington on the wing. Covington, a screen on Morant. Corner shot. Covington's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Over to the left wing. Morant outside. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Pass to Covington. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Back to Covington. Pass to Plumlee. Morant with the steal. There's 49 seconds left here in the second.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Highland. Up top, Zubac. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the rejection by Zubac. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Passes it to Mann. Morris against Payne. Morris with the bucket.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
4 seconds left. Oh, he misses the dunk. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back.
Your Grizzlies, 22. The Clippers, 30.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
He's definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Mann in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Morant. Adams finds Bain. Here's Mann. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
And he's 6 the second. You look at the current stars in the league, Steve. In team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
Now here's Morant. 15 points in the game. Back to Adams. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And Morant throws it down.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
And here's Morant, following Marcus Morris's 3. Powell against Brooks. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Clippers leading by 8. Highland passes to Zubac. Out left to the wing. The pass to Highland. At the top of the key, Powell. Here's Highland. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. And the dunk by Zubac.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Jones from outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Highland passes to Man. Morris outside. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Kennard for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. To the right side. Baseline try. He can't hit that time.
It could be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
From deep, it's tipped. Here's Tillman. Zubac defending. Here's the 3. The shot will not fall. Clippers leading by 10. Zubac a screen on Jones. Highland buries the long-range jumper.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Strong to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Pass to Highland. On the wing, Morris. Morris a screen. Another shot. That one good for 2. Morris has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
Kennard's shot is off. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 10-2 run here. Morris a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Tillman grabs the miss. Memphis has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Over to the wing. Here's Highland. Off target from outside. Jones with it. Here's Tillman. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
Please give a big round of applause.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Tyus Jones out there with Kennard. And it's Tillman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. It's stolen by Jones. Deflects the pass. Plumlee finds George for 3. Now Covington from deep 3-point range. And no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Los Angeles.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Brooks misses.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Outside, George. From deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Covington with the steal. It's stolen by Jones. Outside Jackson, stolen by George. This one for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Clippers lead by 18.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside, George. The 3. Unable to get that one. And Memphis the other way now. Jones kicks to Adams. Pass to Jones. Makes it off the glass. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Covington's shot is off. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. They trail by 16. Kept alive. And Adams with the slam.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
And Westbrook, here we go. Outside Leonard. The 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Here's Adams. That one off the back iron and out. Los Angeles leading by 14. Adams brings the double team. Covington kicks to Westbrook. And again, no good by the Clippers. Jones with it. Westbrook picks him up. Three-pointer, Brooks. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Clippers.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Leonard.
Boy, it was amazing the level of chaos he caused. Challenging ball handlers, getting into passing lanes, racking up a number of steals that helped demoralize his opponent.
Here's Jones after the made shot from Robert Covington. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. George looking over the floor. Outside Covington. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away. He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. To come into an opponent, David, thank you as always.
Thank you all.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, from